Boys, girls, weebs, aliens, transvestites, dykes, cats, dogs, whatever you are, if you can consume anime, you are here in the right place. Yes, y'all, your boy put it on Twitter. I said we uploading 3 times today, and this will be 2 of number 3. You know what I'm saying? But it is not Thursday, y'all. But since it's Saturday, and it's not Thursday, I guess I like to do something on Saturdays instead of Thursday. Aha! Yo, what is up, guys? It's your homie iMaster back in for another video, boys. On today, we are here in a special series I like to call the Anime Block. We talk about anime for about 10 to 15 minutes, y'all. Sometimes even less, and I'll always try to make it less for y'all so y'all can get right into the meat and potatoes of this anime. And today, y'all, we are here on my Type Moon shit because I've been rewatching a lot. And I mean a lot of anime. I was going back and I was rewatching all of the Fate series. And when I mean all of it, I mean like everything that's been adapted into anime, I was rewatching. I mean like I rewatched Apocrypha, I was rewatching Stay Night, I was rewatching Unlimited Blade Works, I was rewatching Zero. I gotta go back and rewatch Fate Zero on Unlimited Blade Works again because I watched those like just like recently. But I was rewatching like the other like off series that aren't a part of the main canonical story and stuff like that. The main canonical story being Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night, and then like Unlimited Blade. Like I wasn't watching anything like a part of that verse. But Nasu does have other works, and one of his other works that I do really enjoy that is based off a video game that was adapted by not Ufotable but the Mad Lads over at Shaft that animate the beautiful Monogatari series. They are very, very, very known for the Monogatari series, and I also believe that Shaft does Nisekoi as well. That's why I was getting like Monogatari vibes when I was watching Nisekoi. Y'all comment down below if Shaft made Nisekoi as well, because I think Shaft made Nisekoi, but I'm not 100% on that one. But Shaft is in charge of the anime known as Fate Extra Last Encore, the anime adaptation of the Fate Extra video game series created by Nasu. And the one thing I want to say about this anime is that it is completely different from the original, like the Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night, even Apocrypha. So like if you're coming into this thinking it's gonna be like one of those, clear your mind right now because it's completely different. That is the entire point of the Fate Extra series. It's supposed to be like just a different plane of reality. Literally, they are in a virtual reality on which is actually on the moon. Yeah, it sounds pretty drastic, but like the one thing I do love about the Fate franchise and Type Moon in general and Nasu's work is that despite it being completely different, and I know some people are like have different views of different things and stuff like that. For example, most people are like, oh, if it's not the main Fate series, it's all trash, which is false in my honest opinion, because there are a lot of interesting themes, interesting servants, and interesting characters in these other spin-offs of the Fate franchise. For example, Fate Apocrypha has like Jack the Ripper and Frankenstein, but Frankenstein and Jack the Ripper in Fate Apocrypha, one is a berserk fucking like beast woman, and the other one is a goddamn lolly girl. So yeah, just little stuff like that. I mean, Fate does tend to gender bend a lot of things, you know, like King Arthur. But we're not going to talk about that, y'all. Let's get into the summary for Fate Extra Last Encore. The summary: Hakuno must fight to survive after awakening in a strange virtual world with no recollection of his past, embarking on the search for a mysterious object that will win him a wish and possibly answer the question of who he is. And the object he is looking for is known as the Grail. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know how Fate gets down. The Holy Grail, the Grail, the wish, the magical orb is always in the Fate series in some type of way. Like it always is, because most of the Fate series, surprisingly, is always like a battle royale essentially most of the time. But this one is kind of like, it's not essentially like a battle royale like how it was in how it is in like Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero and stuff like that. It's not really like that. Or hell, even Fate Apocrypha, which was kind of different. Fate Apocrypha was like the black team and the red team, but it came down to like be a battle royale anyways. But I'm getting off topic. But yeah, it's kind of different because it's essentially like you gotta go up these floors and stuff like that. You got like the lower floor, which is like the safe region and stuff like that, where like anybody who doesn't want to be like a master or like doesn't want to fight in the war because they don't want to die, they stay on like the first floor just to like chicken out of them. So they sell like their servants and stuff like that. Sell them off to the government, because like the way, oh my god, the way Extra works, there's like this whole like the way the world works is really interesting to me, because you got the government, which is like kind of taking over everything and stuff like that, and since everyone here is essentially virtual, like they've been like these people are like hundreds and hundreds of years old, and the way the whole virtual reality thing works, that like there's like the Earth is kind of like just fucked, like Earth is not like Earth anymore. Like y'all, I'm gonna mention some characters. It's gonna be one in particular. Y'all gonna be like, how is she alive and how is all this going on? This fate, if you were to put it in the timeline, it takes place. Like hellas after the events of like Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero and stuff like that. But yeah, essentially what's going on, that there's this moon cell which has all this data in it. It has data on all these past warriors from like Earth and all the people that come to the moon and everything and stuff like that. So it has all this recorded data and history, and it basically virtualizes all of these people, and then it puts them in this like fucking this simulation from like this battle royale simulation, which essentially you got to go up these, I believe it's like 6 or 7 floors you got to get to, and on the 7th floor you got to challenge, like there's a floor master for each floor, but you got to keep going up these floors to get to the top, and then whoever reaches like the moon cell will have like a wish or whatever like that, and essentially that's what it is. So it's kind of still like the whole basis, like the theme for like how it is in Fate Stay Night and in Zero, when you want to get the grill and like make a wish and stuff like that. But obviously it's completely different, because most of the time in like Zero and Unlimited Blade Works, like I don't want to spoil anything, but like the grill there's usually not a positive outcome when you get to the grill in like in the canonical series. But in the spin-offs and in the off series like Fate Apocrypha and Fate and Encore and stuff like that, or Fate Extra, the grill is pretty reliable. You know, they a positive thing tends to come out of the grill. But if you've seen Fate Zero, you kind of know how the grill is in Fate Zero, and it wasn't the best thing. But all right, y'all, let's get to the characters. The first character, we got the homeboy Hakuno Kishinami, the MC. Now I cannot go too far into this character, because like his whole backstory to me is really, really interesting. While he isn't one of my favorite MCs ever or stuff like that, the way his character is built up is pretty interesting. He like, when I was first watching it, because I just rewatched it. When I was first watching it, I was thinking like, oh, he's gonna be like some generic like MC or something like that. It's gonna be pretty like basic or whatever like that. And Saber and friends are gonna be carrying the show. Which, I mean, Nero kind of does carry the show, but Hakuno is a really, really good part of the show. And since he is the MC, he has this gimmick to him, and the way he is brought about is completely different. It's nothing like the other characters. It's not like Shiro or like Kuritsugu or Kotomine, like Kirei. It's not like any of those characters, bro. Like, it's completely different. But it, like, the way Natsu writes, bro, it's just so damn interesting. I can't really explain it, like, because I can't explain it without going into spoilers. So you just gotta just watch it, and if you like Kishinami, come back and let me know. If you don't, also let me know. You know what I'm saying? Tell me why you don't like him. But as an MC, I do find him, he is very, very, very intriguing, because he's just different, and it makes him intriguing. I mean, I'm like, his motives are pretty straightforward. He just wants to find himself and know about himself, which makes him very relatable in certain ways and on a realistic level. But his goals are realistic. He just wants to know about himself. But when you find out all the pieces come together in the first 10 episodes, and you got the extra 3 episodes, 11, 12, and 13 you got to watch in Illustratia or something like that, those extra 13 episodes to conclude the anime, he's pretty damn interesting. I can't front it. And the ending is kind of bittersweet too. So yeah, it is what it is. And the second main character, we got the home girl Saber, aka Nero Claudius. Now when I put Saber on the screen, you be like, yo, is this the Saber from Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night? I'm gonna put them both on the screen. This is Nero. This is the Roman Emperor. This is she was the leader of the Roman Empire. This is King Arthur. This is the dude from Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero and Unlimited Blade Works. This is the Saber everyone knows. Like this is the really like when you hear Saber, this is the person that pops up. Like, because you know Saber from Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. This is the Saber. This is the Saber class servant Nero Claudius, who's also Saber, because, you know, just like, I'm servant. You know, they usually don't call them by their actual names. They'd be like Saber to conceal their identities and stuff like that. They'd be like Saber, Berserker, Caster, Rider. You know, they all got different names. It just depends on which iteration of the series you are watching. But this is Saber, Nero Claudius, aka one of my favorite Saber class servants, if not probably my second favorite, because King Arthur I just put like he is just on a pedestal for me. Well, she is on a pedestal for me because of her fucking outstanding performance performance in Fate Zero and in the original Fate Stay Night, which is done by Studio Dean, which isn't really that bad. Saber is more of an interesting character than what she is in like Fate Zero. While Fate Zero's performance for Saber is outstanding, Stay Night just fleshes out her character like way more. She has like way more character in Fate Stay Night, you know what I'm saying? So in that like 50, 60 episode animated series or whatever like that, if you really like Saber, read the original Fate Stay Night and then, you know, go watch Unlimited Blade Works, which is the recommended version and stuff like that. And then the final main character, we got the homegirl. This is going to be the big one. This is one I was talking about. If you don't know, now you know. This is Rin Tohsaka. Yes, Rin Tohsaka from the, you know Rin. We know Rin. Everybody knows Rin. Homegirl with the thigh-high socks. But in this anime, she got the thigh-high boots, my nigga. Oh, my. Y'all, Rin. Rin is Rin, wherever she is, bro. Like, Studio Shaft Rin is also goated. Ufotable Rin is goated. Studio Dean Rin is alright. The regular iteration of Rin is alright, but bro, it's just Rin. Rin is an amazing character wherever she goes. And Rin also has like a different gimmick in this version. She actually travels. She has to travel from Earth, and she's chasing after this dude named Leo. She's chasing after him so he doesn't like become like king or whatever that, so he doesn't take over like the moon cell to like basically like say exterminate like the Earth or whatever like that, because he's like, Leo has this mindset where he's just like, yo, humanity is like pathetic, like we are always in a state of crisis, in a state of war, so to like stop humanity from progressing, I'm basically just gonna say fuck all humans. And that's basically how his mindset is, and up until like the latter half of the series, which is also pretty fucking cool. It's pretty interesting, y'all. For 13 episodes for a Fate series, it's a really good job. It's pretty damn interesting. Then we got the author, Kinoko Nasu, and I was actually reading Nasu's like his statements on like the series and stuff like that, and he was like, if you were watching the anime for the first time, he was hoping that you would watch the anime and then want to get into the game and be like, whoa, this is different. And if you played the game first and then you came to the anime, you'd be like, wow, look at all these differences. So basically, it's kind of to promote like both series, which is kind of funny. I mean, they always got to do it like to like marketing and stuff like that. He also said something about the comics that are published by like Kodansha or something like that. I think there's like 5 comics that are published by Kodansha. Hope they get translated in English, because I would like to have that manga, because because why not? It's Fate. I like Fate. And then my recommendation love for this anime, I give it, it'll range from like a 6 to 8. You know what I'm saying? If you are familiar with the Fate series and you know about Zero and Stay Night and stuff like that, you can watch Extra Last Encore and just watch it to enjoy it, have something to watch, because it is very interesting. But you do have to watch it because, like, yo, there's a lot of information to take in within these 13 episodes. But it's like the pacing is pretty fast, pretty on point, and the arcs for like when they on each floor, usually about an episode, 2 episodes or something like that. So it goes pretty fast. But there's only like 6 floors, so do the math. It's pretty doable, you know what I'm saying? And do you watch this anime dubbed or subbed? I did not watch the dub. I've only watched this anime subbed, and I love Nero's VA sub, and Ren's VA is Ren's VA from Unlimited Blade Works and Stay Night in Zero. So yeah, I would say watch this sub. Well, if you guys enjoyed this video, hey, drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, join the #KnifeandBoys, join the Discord link will be in the description below, follow your boy on Twitter at @_iMaster. It's been the iMaster Boy signing off. We got one more video for tonight, y'all. And until then, I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace out, everybody.